You know, I used to think procrastination was just laziness. Then I realized it was way worse. I don't want to seem like one of those cliche Sigma grind set Instagram pages right off the bat, but please listen to something that Tom Brady says here. The fish don't just jump in the boat. Meaning you better go out there and do it yourself. Don't fucking wait around and wait for somebody to hand deliver you something. Go make it happen. The fish don't just jump in the boat. If you want to go catch them, go catch them. Go throw that line in the water and do some work. I'll go into it more in a second, but think about this new Sigma quote that you just heard from Tom Brady himself. The fish don't just jump into the boat. I know it sounds like a quote from a freaky children's book about fish growing legs and hijacking boats, but at its core, those few words harness a pretty powerful meaning. Think about it. I'm not sure what your ultimate goals are in life, but no matter what they are, you need to get out there and do the work to achieve that goal yourself. Throw your line in the water and go do some work. If you don't catch any fish that day, go out tomorrow and do it again. You cannot simply hope for fish to jump in the boat, much like you can't sit around and wait for goals to be accomplished. Have you ever heard anybody say nobody is coming to save you? I know it sounds rough, but they say that for the same reason that Tom Brady said fish can grow legs. At the end of the day, the one person you can always guarantee to be there for you is you. You need to get up every single day and work to become the best version of you, because every day that you wait, you lose opportunity and delay yourself from progression. Some days might be bad on the water. Even when things are bad, the tides are high and the water is cloudy, find a way to get out there and do the work anyway. At the end of the day, you are the only person in control of the life you want to live, and one of the saddest things I see on a regular basis is wasted talent. Before I get into the next part, one of the most important things to remember is that a lot of people think when they're starting to get their shit together, that progress looks like this. When in reality, it looks more like this. Be kind enough to yourself that you are realistic with your expectations of what progress looks like, but be stern enough to tell yourself that progress takes consistency and effort. Effort is progress, and continuous effort is what leads you to results. I want to talk about this word. I made it a point to say earlier, if you don't catch any fish that day, go out tomorrow and do it again. This is a word that holds me, and probably a lot of you, back from being that version of you that gets you up in the morning. It's called a trap. You are trapping yourself in this perpetual state of tomorrow, when in reality, your tomorrow never really comes. Tomorrow, you'll say tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes, and you'll say it to yourself again. If that struck a chord with you and you fall into the category of people that keep telling themselves that you'll get to it tomorrow, please stop it. All you're doing is lying to yourself, and tomorrow is a delusion. Telling yourself I'll do it tomorrow feels safe, but it's a lie. Tomorrow is just a more polite way of saying never. Every time you delay, you train your brain that it is okay to abandon your goals. You create a false sense of progress just by planning or thinking about it, but nothing happens unless you actually start. Opportunities do not wait, and the more time you waste, the more doors quietly close behind you. The bottom line is, you can't get yesterday back, and today's energy, time, and chances, you'll never see them again either. Starting is the hardest part. The problem isn't that it's too hard, the problem is that you just haven't started. That is where the real resistance lives. The weight of procrastination feels heavier the longer that you carry it, and starting, even with one small step, builds momentum. Waiting until you are ready is the fastest way to never move. Please do us both a favor and listen to what I said again. Waiting until you are ready is the fastest way to never move. The time is now. You are ready to level up your life. You are ready to put in the work. It needs to start and it needs to happen, and only you are in control of that. This is a graph of what science believes to be an average-ish lifespan is. Around here is when people normally start to work. You have to worry about bills, showing up on time, in uniform, or properly dressed at 9 a.m. Then, we work, up until about here. Now don't get me wrong, working is good and it's important, but what is most important is that the time in here should not be spent on autopilot, just barely scraping by mentally, physically, financially, whatever it may be. You need to spend this time doing shit that is important. This time is so transformative, and how we spend our time here matters. I don't know about you, but I find those to be the most precious years. Not when you're a tiny kid, not when you're too old to remember what you did when you were a kid. It is a time you are likely in right now. That's it. That's the mindset. This time matters. I'm sure you can look back and think about all the years that have just flown past you. Time flies, and the time that we are spending right now, every day, every week, every month, it matters, and every day counts. I'm not trying to drop all of these philosophical quotes on you to put you in deep thought tonight. Honestly, just one from Tom Brady. All I'm trying to do is put a mirror in front of you and let you know that you should absolutely not wait a day longer to start working towards what can be yours. I understand the appeal of sitting back, spiking your dopamine with hours of YouTube shorts and reels, but think about everything you are stressed about right now. Think about how amazing your life could be if you just start. By no means did I make this channel to change my life. I made this channel to hold myself accountable. I've been wanting to create content for years, and for the last few months, I told myself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next week, I'll start tomorrow, and months passed by and still no channel was made. But here I am today, and I have no intentions of stopping because I took that first step, and I am going to hold myself to the standard that I believe I should be held to. And at its core, that is the point of this video. I want you to do some really deep self-reflection and think, are you holding yourself to the highest standard possible? Are you satisfied with the amount of effort that you have put in to create the life that you want to live? If the answer is no, you have some work to do. And that's okay, because work is good because we know that nothing comes easy. I believe in you. The rest of the people watching this video believe in you. But most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. And you need to believe that your effort is going to pay off. Because in time, I promise you that it will. I know telling yourself that you need to start sounds sucky. You want to do the things that are enjoyable to you. You want to relax. But future you has the potential to enjoy all of the downtime, relaxation, and whatever else you desire without feeling the burden of what you could have been. Stop thinking about what you could be and think about what you are. You are a human being with goals and aspirations. Listen to this stupid little video and begin living out your life to its fullest potential. Please stop lying to yourself about when you're going to begin working towards what could be yours. Stop waiting for tomorrow, get on the boat, and catch some fish. If you took absolutely nothing from this video, please just take it as a sign. This is your sign to put in the f***ing work and stop settling. Stop settling for anything but the best version of you. Let's get serious for a second and just wrap this up with a debrief. The reason I get up and do the things I need to do is not because I have a burning desire to go to the gym, edit these videos, read a new book, study, eat clean and healthy. Honestly, I hate doing most of that shit. I'm doing it to build a non-negotiable standard with myself. When I said earlier that no one is coming to save you, it doesn't mean that nobody can help you reach your goals. It just means that nobody is going to save you from yourself and your thoughts that are holding you back. Without setting these standards for ourselves, we will always fall back down to our lowest point and cave into our normal vices that just coast us through the day. To be honest, man, the worst vice of all is just lacking the desire to encounter discomfort and the desire to change yourself for the better. Get up and do the things you don't want to do, but the things that you know will make you better. This is about creating certainty in a world of uncertainty. You owe it to yourself to create that gold standard, so go out and do it. If you enjoyed this video and took something out of it, my job is done. It's my first video on the channel and I plan to make many more. I'm brand new to creating content and would love to hear some feedback, so if you have any, please do let me know, and have a good one.